Hey guys, what's up? It's Duly Projected, and we're going to take a look at today's contenders for the Democratic nomination to win the presidency in 2020. Woo! Alright, let's talk about our contenders, and this is 5/12/2019, so obviously this may change a little bit, but I'm going to try to update these lists as well. But as of we see it today, as of we see their war chest, we see their polling data, we see they're moving up, their trends, and all that kind of jazz. And like I said, this whole thing is a marathon, so we got to pace ourselves. Don't get too up, don't get too down, especially if you're the candidate. Relax. It's not the end of the world, especially this huge field. If you're not at the very top, I know it can be a little frustrating, it can be a little intimidating, and it's tough to stay positive, but there are some ways that, you can position yourself. And some of these people, I realize, they're not actually trying to win the presidency, they're trying to boost their profile. I get that, I understand that. We'll talk about that in a later video about potentially people that might be doing that. But okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the contenders. And we will say, Mr. Joe Biden, you are a contender. As far as mainstream media wants to say, he is leading, he is the leader. So, and when he came out, as far as announcing that he's running and all that, is a big build-up. It was kind of ridiculous, I thought, but a big build-up to it, and he kind of got some of his, bad news out there a little bit before his even coming out party or whatever. The whole like handsy thing, touchy-feely Joe or whatever. He kind of got that, he got addressed, and then now he's moving forward. So there's going to be a lot of more skeletons in that closet that come out, and you know that these people are going to bring them out once it becomes heated and it gets a little cutthroat. Yeah, we're going to be seeing those. You can already go on YouTube now and see some montages, but we'll say Mr. Joe Biden. And a lot of reason he's leading is a lot of people think he can beat Trump. So more moderate too, so people like that and whatnot. So alright, so our next contender is Mr. Bernie Sanders from Vermont. Mr. Bernie. So obviously he had a great run in 2016. No surprise, still a lot of exuberance from his camp, a lot of excitement that he could make it work this year. So we'll see how he does. His war chest is very well right now. I have some concerns with him on some of those fringe ideas, and I think he's fine as far as winning the Democrat nomination with some like really lefty kooky stuff. That's fine, but if he wants to kind of come back to the middle for a presidential election, it's going to be kind of tough for him. So especially like saying like he would defend the Tsarnaev's right to vote. I mean, come on, man. Like, that might be like your principal thing or whatever, but obviously you can't even you can't agree with that. You can't say yes, he has the right. Like, come on, man. No, you gotta draw a line somewhere. So okay, Mr. Sanders, sorry for bringing up that beef, but you are a contender, sir. Our next contender would be Mr. Mayor Pete Buttigieg. So he's gotten a lot of love recently, and he's kind of spiked up on the trends and in polling. So we'll see if he keeps rising. There's some things I have concerns with him. I don't really want to get into this video, so I'm going to save that, but we'll talk a little bit more about Mayor Pete in a future video. And also we're going to talk about strategies from all of the contenders. So those videos will be coming up, so watch for those to drop. Get into a little bit more detail about that. And our next contender is Mr. Beto O'Rourke. So don't really want to talk much about him. I personally don't see it happening. but he does have a war chest. He does have some branding, I guess. He has the MSM love, which, you know, if you have that, you can catapult a little bit. So we'll see about beta. We'll come up to our next contender, and it's Miss Kamala Harris. And so Kamala, she definitely has the West Coast locked down. Now, will she be able to scrap in the Northeast and that sort of thing? If she can, I can see her really being a contender. She definitely has some deep pockets, and I think she can possibly get some donors on board and that sort of thing. Biggest video I'm really going to make, because our next contender is Elizabeth Warren. And the next video I'm really going to talk about is some of the progressive wing of the party and how that shapes out, especially for Bernie. We're going to compare 2016 to 2020 as well for Bernie, just in the fact that I think his separation, so to say, with all of these progressives running, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Bernie to really gain that separation from Biden like he was seeking to do from Hillary. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a future video, but yes, I do think Kamala Harris is definitely a contender, and Elizabeth Warren as well, even though she's gotten a lot of flack, a lot of bad press, I guess, and sometimes no press. I think she still could possibly count them out, put up a pretty good run. So next video we're going to do are the pretenders, and there's a lot, since there's a lot of people running, and so that should be fun. So I will see you then. Thank you and good night.